It's time to play All the Way Live. In today's game, we've got Team Elephant squaring off against the Piranha. We've also got 3 exciting games full of points, prizes, real cash giveaways, and much more. So don't touch that dial, close your browser, or move muscles in a way that allow you to turn away from the action. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to bring out our host, Michael Honer.
I'm Michael Honer. Thank you very much for that fantastic introduction. Ian, I'm pronouncing it right? Yep. You got a voice for camera, truly, and a face for radio. I love it. Welcome to All the Way Live. This is a brand new, exciting game show. We got 2 teams. They're playing 3 games apiece. Hot, wet, fresh, sweaty prizes, cash, excitement, the whole thing. It's happening. It's happening now. We're getting right into the game before we meet these teams. Let's do it. Game number 1. The first game is Puzzle Down. In Puzzle Down, each team has 6 minutes to complete 2 puzzles. The first puzzle, worth 250 points, is 4x4. Upon completion of that puzzle, teams have the option to select their second puzzle, a 5x5 puzzle, worth an additional 500 points. But be careful. Failure to complete either puzzle results in forfeiture of the first puzzle's points. Elephants, are you ready? Ready. Piranhas, are you ready? Yeah. Let's puzzle down, baby! Woo! Do it!
It's Batman.
Teams are puzzling down. Teams are puzzling down. Elephants utilizing teamwork, much to the detriment of their success. Piranhas, more of a baseball type thing where it's an individual sport, but there's a team effort that has the whole thing feeling cohesive. Our judges watching intently as the Elephants near completion of their first puzzle. The Piranhas, not necessarily playing catch up, certainly not leading. One more for the Elephants. We're looking to our judges. Judges say Piranhas are good. Piranhas immediately elect to go on their 5x5 puzzle. Oh, and it's getting messy. Ooh, a hidden challenge to puzzle down. Clutter. Speaking of clutter, what's happening in the minds of these here elephants? You know, some say elephants never forget, but well, that's too easy of a joke. I mean, you saw where I was going with it. If you out there viewing feel the need to make an elephants never forget joke, feel free to go ahead at this time. I mean that. Just know that I also saw the opportunity for it and chose not to make the joke. Speaking of talents and weaknesses, and horrible segues, the Piranhas are nearing completion. Some strident debate in their ranks as to the coordination of the center of their image. Contestant Mike employing his memory of what a cassette tape actually looks like. This is some exciting stuff. We are both nearing the end of these teams, and it's much closer than you would have thought 3 seconds ago. Elephants making a rapid climb towards the finish. It seems as though their initial confusion has bolstered their resiliency and enabled them to rapidly climb and make this a game. Some final adjustments here from the Piranhas as they might close it out. Do the Piranhas have it completed? Not yet. Judges say no go. The Piranhas are an incredibly good team, playing with a handicap they didn't even need to do. I'm a deceptive person, and I apologize for doing that in a professional capacity. That's the completion of our game. Both teams completing both of their puzzles, each earning 750 points. Let's hear it for them. Let's hear it for the Elephants and the Piranhas. What was fun about that game is it was so tidy and neat. Right now, we are going to meet our first team. Let's talk to the elephant, see what's going on. Welcome back to All the Way Live. We're here interviewing our first team. This is Kara. No.
I'm Nick. That's Kara.
This is Nick. Nick Hartwell from Royal Oak, Michigan. Proud member of the Elephants for the next
Proud
minute or
elephant
so.
for life.
What do you have in common with an elephant?
Oh, I really hope not much. That's a good question.
Is there anything about an elephant that
Yeah, she's got a good point.
your wiener?
Yeah. That's about it.
It says here you're into cars.
Into cars, Motor City, Detroit, can't really beat it.
No, you can't.
Nope.
Not with something as big as an elephant's wiener.
That's right. That's right.
Best of luck to you, Nick.
Let's move on to Kara.
Best of luck. Do I kiss him?
Do we?
Richard,
Hey, Sky.
this is a new host thing for this show. It's like an opposite Richard Dawson. The contestants
Yeah.
are going to kiss me.
Perfect.
It's 2018. This is Kara.
This is Kara.
This is Kara from earlier when I thought it was Nick. Kara, also from the Metro Detroit area.
Yeah.
Says here you're in sales.
I am.
I ain't buying it. Sell me on the idea that you're in sales.
That's tough. What do you want to be sold?
Oh, wow. Okay. There you go.
Dreams?
Well, you just sold me.
There you go.
Do you like selling things to people?
I like selling. Yeah.
Do you feel like you convince them they need this? You improve their lives?
I'm all about improving lives.
That's fantastic.
That's what I do. Scratch sales. I'm a life improver.
Any elephant traits you wish for Nick?
No, he's got it covered.
Well done.
Yeah.
Best of luck, Kara.
Kissing or?
You know,
We tried it once.
I did it the first time, and then I thought, I think I'll wait till I'm more comfortable or much less drunk. Now, this contestant, am I pronouncing it correctly? It's Dan?
Dan.
Okay, Dan. Dan?
No.
Pam?
Dan.
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 With an N on the end.
There you go. You got it.
Okay, Dan. Common name in some circles, but it's new around here. Dan, what do you do for a living?
Engineer.
Engineer.
Engineer, man.
In the literal sense of the word?
No, I don't drive trains around.
Okay.
Computers and things.
Computer engineer. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Computer trains.
Some of them maybe.
Yeah.
Not mine. No, my trains are all non-computer trains.
What'd you think about that Thomas, the
Tank
The tank engine.
Oh, love it.
fully sentient,
Yes, with the face in the front.
never had to eat,
No, he ate train food.
never saw his reproductive organs?
Well, I think they shy away from that on the kids' shows.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
They blur it out at least. Very confident of that.
Dan's the man with the answers.
That's right.
Let's hear it for the elephants, ladies and gentlemen. Before we meet the piranhas, we want to start our second game. Keep this thing rolling. Let's get to it. What do you guys say? Welcome back to All the Way Live. We're ready to play our second game, What's the Diff? For 5 minutes in the game What's the Diff, anyone can ring in. An open play game in which contestants have to discern the differences between two photographs. As each team rings in, I'll call them out, at which point, presumably, they'll say an answer. If it's correct, they get 100 points. If it's not, 50 points are deduced, taken away. Without further ado, it's time to play What's the Diff? Teams, what do you say? Piranhas.
Object in his left hand.
Left hand. Elephants.
Earring.
How's that earring?
Yes.
How's that earring? Ooh, good.
Elephants again.
Mullet or chin?
Elephant noise. Ooh, elephants.
Flying the coffee.
Get on the stick, piranhas. Hey.
Picture on forearm. It's way right.
Forearm, way right.
What?
Is that a prostitute?
Feather on the
Elephants.
left side.
Feather on the left side. This is a crazy person. These personal effects belong to a crazy person. Dad? Piranhas.
Ring on his hand.
Fantastic attention to detail, Piranhas. Well done. Well done.
Oh!
Elephants.
His mouth is too small.
His mouth is weird and different. Oh,
There's
That's fantastic.
the amount of eggs.
the amount of eggs is not consistent.
That's correct.
Well, that's fun. Apparently number 21's name is Craig Giants. Piranhas.
The name on his helmet.
Ooh, nice.
Shit. Shit.
Shit.
Dots on the right side of the plate.
Elephants. Serious dunk from Kara. Well done.
The railing.
Holy smokes.
The label on his arm.
Connor again. Holy smokes. Did you take these photos?
Ice cream cone in the bottom right.
Wow. Lauren ain't never scared.
The cloud.
The cloud. Piranhas are beating the elephants senseless, really. I don't know what the scores are. Elephants!
Guy in the background.
Every one of these teams responds quite well to insults, I've learned.
Negative reinforcements only.
Looks like nipples.
Looks like nipples, says Mike Bajan, and he's correct. Those are nipples, Mike. And the lack of nipples. Piranhas again.
The guy on the mountain on the left.
The guy in the mountain on the left ceases to exist in the reality on the left. You're up by 2. Piranhas are up by 2. You're up by 11.
Colored crayons in the bottom left.
Elephants, colored crayons, bottom. Well done, Nick.
Basketball on the left in the midair.
Well done by the elephants. I don't know what that word was.
His foot, his feet, his shoe. His feet are different.
Elephants say his feet shoes are different. Indeed they are. Those are some different feet shoes. That certainly was a compelling round of What's the Diff. Certainly the most compelling round of What's the Diff that's ever been played in the history of the game. Truly. I sincerely mean that. That was by far the best played round of What's the Diff in history. It was the most eloquent. It had the most sportsmanship. There was the most violence.
Oh, yeah.
There was the most racism. A lot of superlatives in that round of What's the Diff. But wasn't it fun? That was a really good time. Thanks very much, Piranhas and Elephants. Before we continue on to our third round, we're going to start the interview with the Piranhas. Buckle your seatbelts. Kara. Wait, no.
I'm not Kara.
Okay.
Everybody's Kara.
God damn it. One of these fucking things in order. Okay. Mike. We're here with Mike, proud piranha from San Diego, California, where incidentally he has pet piranhas. Tell us about that.
I actually have 2, a male and a female. I'm hoping to breed them, and it's a very lucrative business.
To place any sort of hopes on fish having sex seems strange to me, but it takes all kinds.
It's a lifestyle.
What do you do for a living, Mike?
Besides breed piranhas, I'm
Yes.
a package systems engineer for a big turbine company, Solar Turbines.
Holy smokes. I mean, you don't have to explain it to me. Everyone knows. Package systems engineer, solar turbines, same old story.
I know. Day in, day out, same thing.
Well, you compete very well, Mike.
Thank you.
And we're glad to have you back here competing for the Piranhas.
Thank you.
Well done. Good job, Mike. Connor, no, God damn it. Okay, no, Lauren.
Yes.
Lauren Riley, also from San Diego, California. Says here she is a medical assistant who would enjoy to read people's minds. What are your feelings on doctor-patient confidentiality, Lauren?
I think it's very important.
So important that you would violate the privacy of patients by intruding upon their thoughts?
If I could read minds, I would only choose to use it when it was appropriate under HIPAA.
You know what they say, folks. Absolute power, no big deal. I'm just kidding. It's really good to have you, Lauren.
Thank you.
Good stuff. Okay. Connor, you're next. I'm just kidding. Hey, Connor, how are you? Good to see you, buddy. Connor, it says here you're from Temecula. No, that's not true. You're from Royal Oak, Michigan.
Sure.
Financial advisor?
Financial analyst.
Financial
Surround
analyst.
myself in spreadsheets and I'm good to go.
You don't do any advising.
No.
You synthesize data for advisors to tell the consumers.
Yeah, sure.
How complicit are you in how terrible everything is right now in the world?
You know what? People can make money anytime.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Connor, anything special you want to say to the folks at home?
Mom, this one's for you.
Your own mother. Well done. Good job, Connor. Thanks a lot. That's the Piranhas, guys. I don't know which team I like better, but I'm definitely going to commit to one. And even if I don't share it, just know, if you're watching, I prefer one team strongly over the other. Very strongly. Not going to talk about it, but just if you want to have a rooting interest at home, just know that it's okay. I'm also doing it. What do you guys think about a third game, huh? Let's keep this thing rolling. The third game, final game, is coming up. Things are about to get seriously heated, and the stakes have never been higher. We'll be right back. Welcome back to All the Way Live. Our score after 2 rounds, Elephants in the lead with 2,300. I wasn't even going for applause there, but that was very appropriate. Well done, well done. Nipping at their heels, pardon the pun. Not really a pun. Piranhas don't nip at anything's heels. I don't even know if elephants have heels. The point is, they're close. The Piranhas have 1,850 points. That's 1,850 points, Piranhas. Now it's time for the final round. The final game, the beginning of the end of this glorious show. It's Brain Burglar. Yeah, you can feel the excitement in the air. These brains are about to get seriously burgled. 2 teams, there's 2 categories. Within those 2 categories are 3 subcategories. Each team will have 15 seconds to confer and decide which of their players will answer the respective questions from the subcategories. A correct answer is worth 250 points. An incorrect answer is worth 150 points. If a team rings in and they are unable to answer, the opposing team has an opportunity for a steal, or a, as we are calling it, burgle. Burgle. A burgle, because it is so special, is worth double the amount of points. 500 points. Oh, it's a lot of points. It is a lot. That's some good stuff, too. That's good points. Real good, uncut points. Teams, are you psyched to get your brains burgled? Let's play Brain Burglar. Take a moment to decide which subcategories you will respectively answer. All right, nerds, time's up. Have we decided our subcategories and who is going to respectively answer those questions?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
For the first question, Brain Burgle, we have Nick from the Elephants here to answer about famous bullies. Nick, this famous 1980s bully stole an almanac from...
That would be Biff.
Biff Tannen. Hey-o! Biff Tannen, indeed. Well done, Nick. Your second question, in famous bullies. This bow tie wearing goofball had his bike stolen from his playhouse by famous bully Francis Button in 1985.
That would be Pee Wee Herman.
Pee Wee Herman. Ah! You did it! This is my Pee Wee Herman impression. There's no voice, it's just the hands. Well done, Nick. 2 for 2. Next on the elephants, Kara. The actual Kara. This is not a mistake. Kara, homecoming dance. You ready?
Ready.
Your first question in homecoming dance. This national dance craze was made famous by the 1993 album A Mi Me Gusta.
The Macarena?
Macarena. Sí. Magnifico. Sábado Gigante. Kara, second part of your homecoming dance twofer. 5 11th grade boys weren't invited to a group dinner because they didn't get dates. Their dinner bill at Applebee's was $95. What should they leave for 20% tip?
$19.
Show me $19. Hello! That's some pretty impressive on-the-fly arithmetic, Kara. Well done.
Thank you.
Dan, your team's 4 for 4.
A lot of pressure.
Don't blow it. Don't blow it. You'll disappoint yourself and your friends. So, dropping out, Dan, here we go. After his lucrative career as a cocaine dealer came to an end, this Detroit dropout has starred as a tool man, Santa Claus, and space cadet.
Tim Allen?
Tim Allen. Tim Allen, indeed. Detroit's own.
Woo!
Now for the second half of Brain Burglar, where our score, after a fantastic salvo from the Elephants, they have 3,550 points. For their last shot at glory, the Piranhas, with 2,350, will now begin their brain burglaring. Mike, your first question in I Can Speak. People first got the idea I was an insane person when I interrupted the 2009 VMAs.
Kanye West.
Is it Kanye West? Correct. That was one of the greatest answers of all time. Your second question in I Can Speak. You can press 1 for English or 2 for Spanish, but this language, the third most spoken in the US, is rarely an option. 2 seconds. The question is open for a burgle. But it seems as though there are no takers willing to risk 150 sexy points. It was Chinese. Lauren,
Yes.
your 2 questions from the subcategory I Can Eat. Question 1. Between thrusting my hips into every woman's heart in the 50s and eating my way through the 70s, I invented the peanut butter, banana, and bacon sandwich before dying at Graceland Ranch in 1977.
Elvis Presley?
King of rock and roll. Thank you very much. Second question in I Can Eat for Lauren. According to a 2017 study, I am the second most popular condiment in the United States. Second most popular condiment. Presumably after anchovies. The question is open for a burgle. But the teams are yellow. Cowardly saps. Ketchup is the second most popular condiment. I don't believe it. I don't believe that. Don't believe it. Straight up. You're going to hear it. I don't believe it. I don't believe that's true. I don't believe that's true. Connor, how you feeling?
Doing well.
Your team is not performing
Having fun.
well. Can you turn it around, save some face, salvage some pride with these 2 questions from I Can Drink? Can you drink, Connor? Let's find out. I am the famous actor / wrestling champion who was once documented drinking 156 beers in one sitting.
Andre the Giant.
Is Andre the Giant?
You did it. You got the correct answer. Well done, Connor. Well done.
Question 2, Connor. In our regular voices. After a long, hard day in the Nazi bunker, Hitler and Eva Braun went straight for the hard stuff and sipped on a nightcap of this odorless, tasteless poison on April 30th, 1945. What'd they kill themselves with, Connor? What'd they kill themselves with? Details about suicide up for a burgle. In fact, Hitler killed himself and his love interest with cyanide. No word on the dog.